Previously, the group successfully unlocked the door. While normally that would be a reason to celebrate, it unfortunately drew some unwanted attention. While Adria turned into an earth elemental to explore, the others quickly backtracked to the room where they'd found Poppy, as it was obvious that the fact that the door was no longer locked had been noticed. Safe ish in the room, Poppy advised the group that she had seen a number of humanoids in the tunnels who were clearly thralls of the mind flayers. Healing them all would be impossible, but Rin reached out to his father, who told him that he'd be willing to save one person. Kess also reached out to their goddess, but she didn't particularly care all that much. The group settled in for a while, listening carefully to see if anyone was going to come looking for them, but no one showed up. Adria eventually made her way back to them, and they decided to go tunneling in the direction of one of the natural caves that she'd found in order to settle in for a long rest. Kess hid the opening of the tunnel using stone shape so that it wasn't obvious where they'd gone. Adria, Kess, and Saku were all fairly familiar with mining and the stability of stone, and they were able to figure out that they needed to create 2 rings via tunneling if they were going to crack the bottom of the island. After tunneling for a bit, the group settled in to get a long rest. The next morning, Adria and Poppy turned into cave badgers and started tunneling some more. It took about 6 hours for them to complete the needed tunnels and put the explosives in place. The group spent the rest of the day getting everything set up. Once they were done with everything, they headed back to the space they'd rested the night before, had a hero's feast, and got ready to take another long rest. And then the plan was, the next morning, they were going to try to get rid of a mind flayer colony. And that is where we left off.